their paper. Yeah, Dr. Nabila and Dr. Amr. So Amr, it is your floor to talk about your paper, Dr. Amr.
Is my voice clear for everybody?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
May Allah's peace and mercy and blessings be upon you all. It's my pleasure and honor to be with you today on my own behalf. I am Abraham Muhammad Abdul, and on behalf of my most distinguished colleague, Professor Dr.Nabila al-Qashty, a professor and a PhD holder in the Constitutional Law and Political Systems, Faculty of Law, Munifia University, the Arab Republic of Egypt. And our talk is about research paper entitled Teaching Foreign Languages and their impact on national identity. In the very beginning, please allow me to extend my sincere thanks, appreciation, and gratitude to Professor Dr. Abdul Jalil Khalaf, Dean of Imam الكاظم College, Professor Dr. Nawfal Al-Jabouri, Chairman of the Preparatory Committee for the conference, and all thanks and appreciation to the members of the Scientific Committee and the Preparatory Committee for the conference for establishment of the activities of the second international conference, the role of scientific research in service of society, in Imam Al-Kaظm College of Islamic Sciences University Departments of Diwaniyya in Iraq, which is held under the slogan, "With science and knowledge, the homelands are built." My thanks should be directed to all gentlemen in charge of the scientific conference for their great efforts for the sake of the advancement of scientific research locally and internationally. So, as for the topic of the research paper, which is teaching of foreign languages and their impact on the national identity, through a research set of problems was put forward to work on solving them and put them in mind for evaluation and comment. Our research starts with the verification and identification of national identity, and dealing also with how to preserve the identity and its importance, to the extent of the impact of the foreign languages on the national identity. As for the problem of our research, it lies in answering the coming questions. Number one, what is the importance of Arabic language and the role it plays in the advancement of the Arab nation? Secondly, what is the role of Arab content in preserving our identity? What are the recommendations for preserving language and identity? Also, what are the limits of learning foreign languages and the limits of their use? And finally, does learning a language make difference from the mother tongue affect our identity and belonging? Of the importance of this study is comprehensive to explain the importance of language and identity and the relationship between them and address the impact of learning for a language on national identity. And this study is also interested in adding a new image of the Arab library in referring to issues of interest to the Arab society. The study mainly aims to identify, number one, challenges faced by national identity in the face of learning foreign languages. Secondly, the limits of learning foreign languages and the limits of the use. As for the methodology of the study, it's an analytical study based on descriptive analytical approach, which aims to describe the phenomenon studied and know the impact of teaching foreign languages on the national identity. And the study also has used this approach, which is compatible with this type of studies, by analyzing the data of reality through the study and exploration of publications from research and studies on the subject of learning of foreign languages and their impact on national identity, and everything that was written in the subject was monitored through research and libraries and internet sites related to the subject of the study. This study is divided into two sections. The first section, entitled Preservation of Identity and Its Importance, while the second section is dealing with the impact of foreign language on the national identity. First of all, it's wrong to think that language is only a means of discourse or communication, but it is the title of identity, as the faithful repository on which the elements of belongings are stored, and it doesn't disappear. It doesn't disappear out of the nation. It is potential and the source of determining the basic features expressing its nature, and the problem isn't so much in learning a foreign language as much as the problem lies in the inability to adopt the language of the nation as the first priority language in all fields. Many Arab countries have given foreign languages in their school priority over Arabic in the initial and the final stages of education. Can this be a kind of danger to our national identity? So, whoever thinks that language is only a means to discourse or communication, rather is a way of interaction. So we cannot touch the elements of belongings. You can say that the elements of belongings are gravely stored and they can never disappear. This is for the first point. The basic features that express the nature of the national identity, and the problem is not in learning of foreign languages as much as the problem is the inability to adopt the language of the nation and the first language that has the priority. Many Arab countries have given foreign languages in their school priority over the Arab language in the initial and the final stages. Since language has a great impact on formulating thinking and the formation of culture and the national identity, it became necessary to develop a clear and precise plan for making all sciences and knowledge in Arabic rather than in other languages, in order to preserve the language of our nation, the language of our identity, which is part of us. Just as the Western countries, the Western nations do the same with their culture, with their civilization, with their history. What we have mentioned above doesn't mean that learning foreign language is unimportant. Of course, it's required and it's a desire, but while preserving the Arab language that constitute our national identity, and this is what we will try to show through the research paper that deals with impact of teaching foreign languages on national identity using the descriptive and the analytical approach. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amro, for your presentation. And now if you have any question to Dr. Amro, you can ask.